Hi everyone. Okay, so I wanted to do a check-in today. I'm trying my best to get to do collective readings as much as I can. The only problem is the time that I have, or lack of. So, happy Mother's Day to everybody out there doing the best you can, and everybody, in fact, everybody is doing the best they can. I know Mother's Day today is more I think it's UK or Europe, but either way, everybody across the world doing the best they can. All mummies, all grandmas, all aunties. Today, I don't know where it's going to take us. I kind of had a vibe earlier, but then I got sidetracked. And then suddenly, I think this is for a collective of people who do struggle with self-authenticity. And it's not a case of, it's really difficult because I'm feeling, before I even start going into the cards, it's not a case of questioning yourself based on your current experiences. It's more to do with, I feel again, some form of coming out of self-judgment at the moment. So what have we got? Eight of Swords and Ace of Swords. Yeah, interesting. So the Eight of Swords, I feel, the Eight of Swords, I always feel like this is a form of self-sabotage because there's literally nobody else depicted in this picture. The cards in every deck are always different. They represent what the author or the creator want to believe the meaning is, and they put that in the imagery, in the artwork. And in this particular artwork, I feel it's like some form of self-sabotage because it's almost like, if you see how she's blindfolded and tied up here, it's almost like if she's chosen to be in that position, walking the path, walking her path, walking her earth, as if she chooses to kind of not see the whole truth or reality in the experience. And because we've got the Ace of Swords as well, it's like the truth is there. I'm going to be honest, I really feel like I want to stop this recording, but that's only because I feel like this is my own mindset saying stop the recording because you're being too slow. But equally, I feel like I shouldn't stop the recording because I also feel that there's something really deep and untouched here. And I feel untouched because it's almost like we get through a part of life just to get to the next stage of life where we think, okay, we're going to get there. Yes, we have an awakening. Yes, we feel validated. Yes, we've started to trust ourselves. But then this lack of self-authenticity comes because that we get to the next level and then it's suddenly, oh, okay, but what's next? And I don't mean to say like what's next as in something is going to happen that's going to cause one of those breakdown moments. No, I feel it's like what's next as if stagnancy, but there's a self-empowerment with that as well. So it's almost like a conflicting energy of your authenticity, which is quite high on the scale right now, but also, and that's why I didn't feel like it was anything that was present. It's almost like a niggling, not even niggling, it's just this layer of something that you can't even explain, that just needs to be kind of unveiled. Yeah, there's the Tower and there's the Knight of Swords. So the Tower is almost like the unseen, okay? Because the Tower is that breakdown moment that I was talking about. I did want to say the Tower, but then I didn't because it's typical that when we talk about a tower moment, it's very tarot-y. And I kind of try to sway away from that when I'm doing my readings, but the fact that the tower has just come out, yeah, it's like a tower moment, and I use different wording. But also, some people who may be listening to this don't know what a tower moment is. So we're talking here about an escape. I feel it's an escape from the illusion that has been presented to you for such a long time now. Here's the truth in the situation. And it's almost like, okay, well, now I've managed to see the truth in the situation, or this experience. What actually comes next? Like, what do we do next? Where do we go from this point here? And I feel it's not about, and if you look here from the structure of this tower, the tower is not moving. The tower is solid. It's everything outside that's crumbling away. The tower isn't even crumbling away. So when we talk about this departure, it's not about us departing. We're standing our ground, being who we are truly in authenticity. And then we just watch everything around us just like kind of dissipate until the new energy arrives. But it's not like the energy is coming from outside of us. It's all about the energy that exists within, and it forms within, with our creations, our new ideas, everything that we've been holding on to and not moving forward with. Because of the lack of motivation, because of the lack of, I don't know, like clarity, validation, this is very much a form of this lining that is just stagnant. Ugh. Even though I keep contradicting myself through my own reading, it's not even a stagnant sort of vibe. It's more like just this over lying energy that is just finally finding its way out of here, you know. So what else do we have here for the collective? Oh, interesting. We've got a man holding a heart and a man holding a coin, but we've also got the Knight of Swords. And anybody who's been through an experience that they've been holding on to for such a long time, and now this is finally cleared, this is your clarity, right? This is what's next. But it's not like, this is so different from what you've had before. This is stability. This is a man holding a heart, is actually etched off his own skin. This is somebody who, just like you, wears their heart on their sleeve. And no, that is not a conflict of it's not a conflict of, you know, yin and yang. Yin and yang is all about the balancing energies of each other. But actually the yin and yang, the counterparts, is all about the balance within yourself. So when we start to look outside of ourselves for the opposite, that's why they say opposites attract, we find the people that are going to teach us to actually have that opposite energy within us. It teaches us to create a version of what we've actually been craving inside of us. And then when we come to that sort of realization, and then we're able to adapt to different people, accept who we are, let other people accept who they are, whether in our eyes, if they have the right interpretation of our story or not, they still have their own story, which is completely valid because it's their own story. So in that case, it's a sense of allowing ourselves to just accept who people choose to be, allowing ourselves to just accept who we choose to be, and finding something that isn't necessarily the opposite to who we want to be. We're finding someone or something that is exactly who we are and exactly who we want to be, because that's the world we're forming. We're forming a world of balance. We're forming a world of love. We're forming a world of unconditional aspects, you know. We're learning to find ourselves in other people and find other people inside of ourselves. And it's like finding a crowd who you belong with, whether it's one person or 10 people. It's those who really, really get you from a soul level. It's those who show their authenticity through the resonation of your own soul. It's not about words. It's not about actions. Not necessarily. If there's words, there should be actions. But when it comes to a soul vibe, if you're vibing on the same level, that's all that's needed. You could sit in silence with somebody. You could sit in silence and meditate with a complete stranger and feel how powerful their energies are. There's no need for words. You could walk down the street and look in somebody's eyes. You feel them from a deep soul level. There's no need for words. This is deep. This is about taking yourself out of the typical narrative of what a connection is or what a connection should be. And let's have a look at this. At the bottom of this deck, we've got the sun. And at the bottom of this deck, we have the temple path. And this is all about you kind of building up on your current vibration, because you do have the self, I kind of want to say control and self-empowerment and self-control, but I don't, because it's more to do with self-evolution, like evolving in yourself to who you are and your aspiration. So this is absolutely so beautiful. Let's get a little card. Honesty and communication. I love that, because even though I've mentioned that we haven't been, like, this is not about relaying things with words. This is like on a deep, deep, deep soul vibe level. And it's about trust. It's about trust in self and trust in others based on the energies that present. It does not mean that you can be manipulated by others' words and others' actions. This is all about you living your life, moving forward with that soul vibe. That's your honesty. Your communication comes from inside and not from outside, because communication that comes from outside that helps you validate yourself or resonate with yourself is just communication that isn't actually, it doesn't feel real in the journey that you're taking. Opportunity and change. I love that. Opportunity and change. That in itself is so self-explanatory. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups because I'm talking so much. It's about embracing all of the new things that are presenting themselves to you. It's about seeing things from the eyes of your soul. Like, literally, if your higher self could talk, this is the message here right now. This is your higher self talking, as if like you were living life through the eyes of your higher self, not your physical eyes. There's nothing, almost like you're just looking out as an observer of yourself and others and just feeling them from an energetical vibe. And we connect through that energy, and then we kind of step back through that energy when something makes us feel uncomfortable and it doesn't resonate with us. It doesn't mean that we don't like the energy. It doesn't mean we don't like the person. The energy is not vibing with the actual way the person is presenting themselves. That's it. So it's all about finding the right energies to vibe with more than anything. Let me just get a affirmation of some sort. Where are we going to go? Here. I don't know. Where are we going to go? I'm staring at them and I know what I'm looking for here. There they are. Okay. Oh, okay. So the first one was grow within your current situation. Ignite your passions. Be graceful in movement and action, and wait for important information. This is about listening deeply to your soul, okay? This is about igniting your passions and growing through them, obviously, because that's what they've just said. Listening to your inner voice, being wise with what you know, okay? Because not everybody knows what we know. Some people know more. We love and thrive on that energy, and that's the energies that we want to be around. Be graceful in movement and action, and wait for important information. So when you're being graceful, it's all about you just like being as authentic as you can in the moments that you have, but also waiting for important information is about allowing your vibe to go out there in the way you want it to, and also allowing that energy to come back to you, rather than using your communication and wisdom. Just not wisdom, sorry, the communication and the wisdom through that communication. Sometimes people can't hear what you're trying to say, okay? So, and that's their choice to not hear what you're willing to say. So therefore we step back, we kind of allow ourselves to let the energy flow through us, and sometimes through silence comes wisdom, okay? Through silence comes wisdom. Sorry for the pause. It just feels like I've had a message myself, which was quite in the moment, not expected, obviously. So let's just get a closing card. For the collective. Worry. I am learning that worry does not change an outcome. I know that I cannot change the past. And one more, please, for the collective. Whoops. One more for the collective. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Anyway, and then change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So I hope this helped somebody as much as it literally just helped me. Take care, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.